Hello, and welcome to March 4th, where we're reading Numbers 9 through 11. Now, these chapters cover the last few laws Israel needs before they actually head out into the wilderness to start their journey to Canaan, and it covers the start of that journey as they start going to Canaan. They've been sitting at Sinai for quite a while. They've been sitting complacent for a long time now. And so Israel finally gets to move. We finally move away from Sinai and towards the promised land that they were supposed to have the whole time. Of course, it's not without its problems. There are a lot of ups and downs in this section, and Israel immediately complains as soon as they get out, but we'll get to that in just a minute. They're heading out somewhere, but we don't know where. What are they heading towards? Faithfulness or faithlessness? It remains to be seen, but you'll see a lot of it in the next few chapters as you keep reading. So thank you for reading, and hopefully this continues. If you want a more detailed breakdown of what's in each of the chapters, in Numbers 9, there's this ceremonial dispute where there were some people who missed the Passover the first time, because in order to take the Passover, you had to be clean. In order to take the Passover, you had to be ritually purified. But they were unclean. They were not pure. And so they couldn't take the Passover. So they come to Moses. They're upset that they missed it, and they want to take it later. And Moses says, I don't know about that. And so they take it to God, and God ultimately says, yeah, you can have a second serving 1 month later, just in case, for you to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to share in the Passover. An interesting thing, maybe has implications for today, but I'm not going to get into that here. The other thing that happens in chapter 9 is there's this explicit section where it talks about how God guided them with the cloud and the fire through the desert, leading them through and taking them to various different places. In chapter 10, Moses crafts 2 silver trumpets to make sure that he can, blow the bugle, as it were, to alert people to if there was an attack or when they should be moving or whatever it was. There are a lot of people to tell them all individually, and so this would be simpler. This would be easier to alert all of them all at once. The rest of chapter 10 covers some of the journeys that Israel goes on. The Ark of the Covenant goes first, and everybody else follows it. Everybody follows after God. But unfortunately, as they go out into the wilderness and as they start journeying along, chapter 11 records some problems that happen. There are complaints about how difficult it is. There are complaints about the food that they're missing. And so God gives them even more food because they are very, very ungrateful. Moses also appoints some help here. God tells him, hey, get some helpers on your side. And so he appoints 70 elders to help him out and do some work for him. And that's all well and good. That's the summary of Numbers 9 through 11. If you want more details, go over to the written page. I've got a few more things to point out there. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow, March 5th, where we're reading Numbers 12 through 14.